Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. I'll explain it in a second. Today I'm going to be doing stages 19 to 22 of the Hachette Parkworks release of Build the Doctor Who Dalek. Exterminate! Okay, look, here's the deal. That obviously, you know, I've been ill since I got back from Wonderfest, and I am starting to get over it now. But I've had a new sort of like ailment, which has got me, and that is I've got pink eye. So if you're in the UK, conjunctivitis. So unfortunately, my eyes are streaming. They're gunky. They're all over the place. And I'm just hoping that gets better. I'm going to have to go to the pharmacy. Today's Sunday to see if I can get some drops or something. I don't know what I need for it, but there you go. So that's why I'm wearing my sunglasses today, because you don't need to be seeing that. But today we are going to be working on the Dalek, hopefully, if I can see anything. And in this box here, we've got one stage which has got the alien. So there isn't much to do in that stage, but the alien, I've heard, is quite fun. Now, we do have a extra item here, which you did have to pay for. You could opt out of this if you wanted to. I didn't. And these are some metal plates from Doctor Who, which I'm just going to open up now, show you what they look like. Now, they're all protected, but there's your first one, the Genesis of the Dalek. This is the second one, the Army of Ghosts. These look brilliant on the wall, 3 of these together. And finally, the third one here is just the Daleks. Check that out, from the William Hartnell era there. Now, if you didn't opt out of getting those, you should have got those. If you did opt out, you probably didn't. But today, as I said, we have got this box to start off with. If you do want to get this for yourself, I've put a link in the video description. There's also that QR code on the screen. Without further ado, let's get cracking. Oh my word, I'm going through the wars, aren't I? As I said in the last video I did, this is payment for gallivanting around the world. But as you can see, we've got a really big box here, and there isn't anything to do in this stage. I know there isn't anything to do in this stage because I know what's in that box. Let me just put that to one side. And I'm going to show you the magazine here, looking like that. And this is what we've got, this Mutant here. Now, some people say it might need repainting. Look at that, they've put a bit of cardboard in here to keep the magazine nice and straight. Good idea. Okay. So we don't have anything to do apart from get the alien and put it on this console that we created in the last pack. And that's it. That's all we're going to be doing. So let's check this alien out. And here he is here. Oh, do you remember Boglins back in the 80s? It feels like a Boglin. That's not too bad, actually. I mean, look, check that out. And it's like, it vibrates, look like it wobbles when it's on its own. So basically this is just sitting on this console here. So this is going to be sitting in there just like that. What do you reckon? There you go. Whatever it's doing it. But that's all there is to do in that stage. So moving on to stage 20. Here is the magazine, looking just like this. And now we're going to be doing some back areas of the console here. So we've got the midsection here, putting these bits together just like this, and then attaching this to the back of that console. And it looks like we're building onto that in the next stage. It might be worth me just showing you how big this alien actually is. Look, my head, International Unit of Measure. I'm going to have a printout of my head soon, actual size, so hopefully that'll make this a lot easier. So let's get everything out here. I do like how every individual item is wrapped up, keep it protected. And we have 2 of these sort of pipes here. Now, they are going off in different directions, each one. So I don't know if it means that we have to have a certain one to be put on each side. They do have sort of like a bend in them that are going off in other directions. So it looks like the one that's on this side here, which is labelled C inside. Now, I'm going to have to put my magnifying glasses on. I can't see anyway. That's this one. It says C. That's going to be having C pipe on it. The C is just stamped on the top. And that just goes over the little hole that I've got just there. And it's held in with an AP screw. And if we've done that on C, you bet we're going to be doing that on D. So again, putting that in and screwing that in. Now to ensure that you've got the pipe in the right way, just make sure that the letter that's stamped on it is facing upwards. So you should be able to see the C and the D on this. Okay, I'm just going to remove our alien friend here because I'm going to be putting this wall panel into place. Now if you look underneath this, we've got these lugs on here. They are going to go into the holes that we can just see on that edge there. So it's just a case of lifting this up and pushing that in like that. Now to hold that in, I'm going to be using the flange screws that I've got here. Now these are FP screws and I need 4 of these. Now if you don't have that pushed all the way down, you're not going to get these screws in. So make sure it is flush. As you can see, no problems at all. As a matter of fact, I can probably use my thicker screwdriver for this. Now, first pipe I need is the one that's labelled C. That's going directly behind the chair into the points just here. Now, as well as lining up the top section, there's also a notch just for this pipe at the bottom here to go in as well. And then I'm holding that in from the other side with these AP screws. And I'm going to need 2 of them. And remember, they kind of go in at an angle. So that's 1 there and 1 there. And what we've done on one side, got the other pipe here. That's going to go again. This lug at the bottom in the bottom here. That will help me line up the other side of this. And then AP screws in here to hold that in. You know what, it is quite tricky to actually line that up. There you go. That's 1 in. Just do the last one at the bottom. Perfect. And with those in place, that's all there is to do in that stage. So in stage 21, I'm guessing we're going to continue that back wall. Let's have a look. We've got more pipes here, as you can see, creating these sections here. So that this is going in to that back wall there. Still all part of that midsection there. Okay, so this is all part of the interior base that we're going to be making now. And the first thing I need to do is push these 2 parts together. Just like that. On top of this, I've got a ring to put on. This is the ring here, so it's just a case of lining these lugs up. They are directional, so this can only go in one way. And push that in. Excellent. Again, bringing over the console here, this is going to go into this position just here where these 4 holes are. So again, I'm lining up the lugs at the bottom. So then that fits in just like that. And this is a push fit part, so it's not screwed in. It should hold itself there. And then I've got these pipes to go in. So first pipe I want, as you can see, slightly different. This has got a thick lug and a thin lug. That one's just going to be going at the back just here. So I'm going to put the thin one in first and then the thick one. And they're just a push in, so that's in like that. And then it's the same with this one, slightly thicker on that one there. That's going to go next to it just here. Put the thin one in first because that's nearest to the wall. And then the thick one there. So as you can see, we've got 2 pipes in that section now. Now in the thicker parts of the pipes, we're going to be using a GP screw. And in the thinner parts of the pipe, we're going to be using a HP screw. So I'll get the GP screw just in this side. That'll keep this into place. And then the thinner HP screw. And once one's in, almost put that in the wrong hole then. Just use the thicker one again, just into this front. And then the thinner one, just going into the back here. Excellent. And with those in place, those pipes aren't going anywhere, but that's all there is to do in that stage. So that brings us to the last stage of this pack. This is stage 22. Here's the instructions. And again, we are creating more details just for the other side there, including the pipes. So that's looking just like that. We're not going to be attaching these yet. I'm guessing we're waiting for the other part of the wall, because in the next stage, as you can see, we've got that wall right there. So I'm thanking my lucky stars that this was actually quite a quick pack, because my eyes are so sore at the moment. But I do want to get videos out, because I'm conscious, as I said, I've been gallivanting around the world to Wonderfest and MCM Comic Con and Barcelona. I've been all over the place. That I've got a few boxes here. I've got about 16 boxes of stuff to do. So I am very much behind at the moment, which is why I do want to ensure that I'm getting videos out. Okay, we're going to repeat what we just did at the last stage. So it's a case of pushing this center part in here, all the way down, putting this top part on, which can only go on one way. So revolving that round to ensure this fits properly. Excellent. Once again, putting this into here, and it's a push to fit, and again it can only go in one way, so don't worry about putting this the right way round. It won't let you put it in the other way, but there you go, that's the other one in there. Put that to one side. And once again, we're going to be creating these pipe works here, so it's just a case of matching up the letters. So this one's letter A and this is part A, so make sure that A is facing up when we put that one in. And I'm just going to screw this in here. And you've guessed it, make sure that the B is facing up. I didn't even look at the letter then, I just assumed, I assumed that was going to be a B, and it was. So that one's in there, all ready for the wall that we haven't put on yet. But that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. Oh, it's certainly coming on. Now, the thing is that this part here, as you know, is really heavy. This part here is quite heavy as well. I am very interested to know how much this Dalek's actually going to weigh at the end. I don't think it's going to be light. I think we are going to be wheeling it around on a pallet truck. But there you go. I really hope you like that video. Hopefully tomorrow I can get rid of these stupid glasses. But if you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.